Welcome back! My name is Baller Scuba. This is Video Games Over Time. We are still in 1983, and we are still in Wizardry 3. When we last left off, I said I was going to combine the parties together. I'm going to do that right now. We are going to start with, basically, I compared everybody's stats and all that together, and it turns out pretty much my first party is better. Almost across the board. So we're going to do Durin, Gimli, Bilbo, but I wanted to show off the 5th floor and the way to get to the 6th floor from there. So we are going to have Galadriel and Aaron along, and then we'll round it out with Haleth. So pretty much my first party, but instead of the good bishop in Elrond and the good priest in Fizzlewick, we're bringing the evil bishop and evil priest and Galadriel and Aaron along with us. So I have decked out the party pretty much as best as I can. We're going to move forward basically with what I had available. We do have the ship in the bottle from Bilbo. And yes, I'm bringing Bilbo. I feel like he hasn't been as good on treasure chests as Frodo has, but Bilbo's got better stats, so technically he should be better. Galadriel has both the good Crystal of Good and Crystal of Evil on her. That is very important. You want both of those crystals in order to go anywhere on the 6th floor, and you need them on one person, and that person has to be either good or evil. They cannot be neutral. We'll go over why that is in a bit, but that is very important. Then I do have Aaron with the Rod of Fire, a couple potions as well, and Haleth does have the Staff of Earth. Now, the Rod of Fire, Staff of Earth, we went out of our way to get those. I'm going to try to use them. They tend to break on me. There's a 5% chance every time you use them that they will break. They won't tell you that it broke either. You just kind of have to find out that they broke. We're going to use them, but if I'm a little hesitant to do it, that's why. Okay, so this is the party moving forward. Once again, you are going to need the Crystal of Good and Crystal of Evil. If you do not have those, you will die on the 6th floor. It's just a matter of when. It's going to happen. So let's go to the edge of town, go to the maze, get a perfect cast. There we go. Everybody should have good AC and all that. Well, except for Bilbo and Haleth, but Bilbo's in the front line, so it's more important that it's Bilbo. So we're going to take the shortcut up to the 5th floor here. That would be this door here. Take those stairs up. Okay, back on the 5th floor. We want to turn around, take 3 steps forward, turn right, and head in here. Take this. All right, there's our first fight. We surprised Plague Frogs. There's a part of me that wants to use the Rod of Fire here, so I will. And we're going to hope for the best. I don't want to be poisoned. All right, 1 down. Bilbo's not able to finish off that one. 2 down. 3. Let's say 4. Not that one, though. Yeah, not that one either. Apparently the last 2 took 14 damage. We'll try to fight our way to victory. I don't want to be poisoned, but it's not necessarily worth too much for me to try to avoid that. Okay. No treasure chests. To be honest, I'm not going to be opening up treasure chests. I tried to run earlier. I opened up a treasure chest on the 6th floor, got teleported, and basically got screwed over. Couldn't figure out where I was, and so I had to start over. It's not fun. I had a map, and all of a sudden I was on the 1st floor. Not sure how that happened. But, well, honestly, I know now, but I didn't know for a while. Let's check to see if I still have the Rod of Fire. I do not. It broke on the first try. That keeps happening to me. All right. We'll take this path east here, but we got one use out of it, I think. Go straight. Follow this path. Last few times we've been going right here. This time we're going to go left. Yes. Take this door to the south. Follow this path all around. Get into a fight. We're up against 3 men in robes. That surprised me. That's not too bad. They usually don't hit too hard. I believe that these are going to be friars. No, they're acolytes. Either way, we will go for a Mahalito from you. and a Mahalito from you. Let's make sure we kill them. 1 down. 4 damage is not going to do it, Bilbo. Durin gets 1, so there's just 1 alive. And down it goes. Okay. Take this path all the way. Doesn't matter which door you take here, it takes you to the same spot. But on the other side, you do want to take the left door. Take this up to a giant plus sign, take left, and go through here. I am one of the deck of 78, in victory I foretell. 2 bold steeds draw me forth, and stars shine from my crown. What card am I? So, what deck of cards has 78 cards in it? Turns out that is a tarot deck. So, in a tarot deck, 2 bold speeds draw me forth, and stars shine from my crown. What card am I? That's the Chariot card. All right, so from here we can move forward, follow this path until we get to here. And then from here, you want to take the left path and just kind of follow this all the way around. You're circling around a spot and eventually you want to go in that spot. So that's the way to the 6th floor. Needed to show that off because we didn't get a chance to do that before. But now we are on the 6th floor. Follow the only way out. If you are on the 4th floor, came up through the good path, this will look very similar to you, the initial part of the 6th floor, but it'll just be the opposite. And I'll show you where they converge pretty soon here. Just keep going straight. And then for us, we need to turn right. If you're coming from the 4th floor, you need to turn left. But then you follow that door there. Get into a fight. I believe this is a fixed fight. We're up against a whole bunch of Kodiak bears. Nothing too bad. Wish I had Mahalito, but don't have access to that just yet. All right, down goes that first Kodiak bear. So now we can take on the second group. This can be a difficult fight, but I don't think this is going to be too bad for me. I think just 1 Mahalito should do it on top of the regular fight. I don't really care about Bilbo. All right, 14 and 11. Durin's not able to kill 1. 19 damage on Bilbo as a result. Gimli's not able to finish his either. Interesting. All right, but we should be able to finish him this time. We will go for a Dios on Bilbo, Dios on Bilbo, and we should be good from there. All right, Gimli gets 1. Bilbo doesn't finish his. Durin. Wait, not Durin. Durin was the faster of my samurai, but they're still slow. Okay, we're gonna leave that. I know it might have some of the best equipment in the game. I'm not bothering with it anymore. It's not worth it for me. If you want a level grind here on level 6, it's a good spot, but not for me. We're gonna leave that alone. Okay, so here we are where the paths converge. I'll turn around so that you can see. The left door here takes you back to the 5th floor. The right door takes you to the 4th floor. So if you need an emergency out, there's a good way here to do it. What we need to do is go forward this way. But before we do it, we are not ready. If we go through that door right now, we will die. What I need to do is create something with Galadriel. We have the Crystal of Good and the Crystal of Evil. I need to invoke those. The way to do that is to equip. So let's go through that. We'll equip the mace, breastplate, round shield. Will I invoke the Crystal of Good? No. Because Galadriel is evil, I need to invoke the Crystal of Evil. If you have these crystals on a good character, you will invoke the Crystal of Good. But if you have the evil character like I do, you'll go for the evil crystal. So no to that one, yes to this one. As a result, I have created the neutral crystal. This one needs to be identified. That's why I had it on Galadriel. You don't have to do this on the 6th floor. You don't have to do it really at any one specific spot or one specific time. But you need to have this neutral crystal in order to go through that door. So you're going to want to do it before you do this. We'll head forward. No, we'll get into a fight that I wasn't expecting. We surprised 3 Venus man traps, huh? 1, 2 down, and Bilbo hits it. All right. Down you go. I was a little scared there. That's a ton of experience for that fight. Once again, we're not messing with treasure chests. Only bad things happen out of those for me. All right, so through this door, we get into an encounter. It's Lick Breath. I am Lick Breath, the guardian of the balance. Go forward, worthy ones. And that went away before I hit a button. If you do not have the neutral crystal and you try to encounter Lick Breath there, Lick Breath is immune to magic and has the lowest AC possible. Good luck. You will die. Like, there's technically a chance you could win, right? The game doesn't have anything as a completely unwinnable fight, but that's as close to it as you're going to get. You're going to die to Lick Breath. Don't fight him. Get the neutral crystal ready. Okay, so we've made it through Lick Breath. We now are basically free to explore floor number 6. There are 3 statues that are available for us on floor number 6. One of them just gets you a really difficult fight. We're not interested in that statue. Another one gets you an item that is useless. We're not interested in that one either. So I'm just going to head straight for the one statue that we are interested in to get us the item that we need to beat the game. So we're just going to go straight for that. I will point out a couple of the spots for you if you're interested in trying to get the other things, but it's not really important to me. I'm just trying to beat the game. This is the hardest part. It could screw me over at any time. So we're just going to head straight for victory. So we go straight through here. And starting on this tile right here, Low Milwa is no longer useful. I should point out that Maelor and Dumapic no longer work on the 6th floor. They will always fizzle out. You can't warp anywhere and you can't figure out where you are. This is why I'm not opening treasure chest. I'm not dealing with the teleportation. We're not dealing with that. So, starting here, I want to turn left, go straight through here. That door, or that wall, to a little bit ahead of me, but on the left side, that is a hidden door. That'll take you to the statue with the difficult fight, if you want to take that fight on and see if there's something good in a treasure chest for you or something. Otherwise, it's completely useless. It's basically the bad option, which is why it's the first one we encountered. So we're going to pass it, turn right, and follow this path. Then we'll head straight here. To the right was a dead end. And then we are at another 4-way intersection. We're going to go left here. If you really want to, I believe that the way to the other treasure chest is to the right here. Yeah, technically it's not to the treasure chest, to the other statue with the useless item is to the right, but there's faster ways to get there if that's what you're looking for anyway. We're going to take a left. Straight ahead is a dead end. Turn this way, go forward. To the right's a dead end, so we're going to take a left. Follow this to this path here. Okay. Left is all dead ends, just a whole set of dead ends. So we're going to take the right, and here we can find a door. This is the door that we're actually going to want to take. If you head forward from here, there is a hidden wall. That hidden wall will eventually take you to a warp that automatically takes you down to the 1st floor. And that's how I ended up on the 1st floor last time. Just couldn't figure out where I was. And next thing I know, I was there. So, hidden wall takes you there. We're going to avoid that. I'm going to go right, and through the door on the other side is going to be a fight. What are we up against? Oh, that is a lot. All right, 3 elven mages, 6 berserkers, and 5 men in armor. And I surprised them. Do you have anything you can use? Nope. You used it already, so no. You have the Staff of Earth. We'll go ahead and try to use it. We'll use it on the berserkers. It has a chance to paralyze them. It's Manifo, which is a level 2 pre-spell that I almost never use. I forget about it. Because in my experience, it's not particularly useful. Not as useful as a lot of the other ones that we have access to. Okay. Two of the Elven Mages are gone. We're still up against 1 and 6 Berserkers and 5 Dwarf Fighters. So we are going to go for a fight on that Elven Mage. I want that one dead. Bilbo can go for, I guess, one of the Berserkers. You can go for a Mahalito on the second group. You go for a Malikto, which will hit everybody, and you go for a Mahalito on the third group. I don't want to mess around. Let's get through this fight. I could have gone for a Tilt-A-Weight, but I figured it would be easier to recover from a Malikto that didn't land on everybody than a Tilt-A-Weight that didn't land on everybody, because Hallis has access to a lot of other kind of lower level spells. Okay, Malikto is off. Lower level damage spells, I should say. There's not a lot of damage spells that the priest has. Mage has those. All right, all the Berserkers are gone, but the Dwarf Fighters, there's still a couple that are alive. So it looks like I made the right choice here, although Tilt-A-Weight does more damage, or at least it has a higher cap. It's really so random, who's to say? Once again, not dealing with that. All right, so you might notice we're in darkness. This has been the first time that we've been in darkness in this game. So I'm going to keep my finger on the map as we move forward. You need to move forward a total of I believe, 9 squares. So let's go. 1. Alrighty, right? Just 1 step, and I get into another fight against men in leather. We surprised them. Fight, fight, fight. Do you still have it? You still have the Staff of Earth. It survived. What do you know? We'll see how long that lasts. All right, 1 down. We'll see how long. 2 down. And they all were held. Very nice. They're just burglars, so it's not too bad. 1, 2 down, and he is back, but he will die quickly. All right, so remember, we took 1 step forward at this point. Nope. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 is how much I want to move forward. I'm going to then turn left and go 1, 2. Okay, so I'm there, and I surprised a whole bunch of bad monsters. All right, Samurai. We'll fight the first group. Take it back, actually. Let's see if I can't paralyze the second group. It's still available for me. How nice. I would rather have the Rod of Fire, but this one's at least lasting a little bit longer. Yeah, I didn't kill a single one. But I did hold a few of them. Keep going for... You go for the first group. You go for the second group. You go for the first group. You do a Mahalito on the second group. You don't do anything. Let's bust out a Tilt-A-Weight for these guys. All right, Bilbo goes first. That's a bit of a surprise. All right, thank you, Tilt-A-Weight. I was waiting for that. All right, Tilt-A-Weight goes, everybody dies, and we're good. Okay, so we went 2, so we went 9 one direction, turned left, and went 2 so far. Then we'll keep going straight. 3, 4, and 5. And that takes us where we need to go. Very nice. Once again, I'm not messing around. There is one spot in the middle of the dense fog, so to speak. There is one room where you can see if you're there. It's got doors on all sides. Good luck getting out. But you need to go 1 east and 4 north from there. We just went around it. Anyway, where we need to go from here is to the right and straight here all the way to the end. Turn right, and here is a hidden door. Once again, like Milwa, low Milwa, not useful here at all. So if you didn't know that these hidden walls were here, you just have to check all the doors, all the walls, see if you can find a hidden wall somewhere. But this is the one we're looking for. So we can go forward here. Black figure on a black horse. He carries the white rose. The rising sun Change will come, it follows wherever he goes. What card is he? If you know tarot at all, this is the most famous of those cards, so chances are you'll figure it out. It's the Death card. So then we can turn right. A radiant statue stands before you, its hands outstretched. In one hand, it holds a shining crystal sphere. The other hand is empty. And we should be able to go forward again. I don't think I need to inspect here. Yeah, no, it just takes me to the same spot. Go forward. You have reached the statue. Will you search? I will. Galadriel traded an item. I traded the crystal, the neutral crystal. So we'll go ahead and take a look at that. It's now a crystal sphere. Let's take a look at that a little bit more closely. Galadriel, do you know how ancient you are? You should know what this is. One of the oldest things in Middle Earth. The Orb of Urethane. Let's go with that. Urethane. If you went to the other one and got the other orb, it's the Orb of Mhuzves. M-H-U-U-Z-F-E-S. Mhuzves. Sure, let's go with that. And the riddle is, on my roll, you move forward. My turn is your turn. What am I? And the answer is wheel. But it gets you that orb. I believe it trades your neutral crystal for it, so you chose poorly again. Bad things happen in this game, and they don't let you know. You lose your neutral crystal, which means you cannot trade for this one, which means you can't make it past Lick Breath. But they respawn the Crystal of Good and Crystal of Evil, so if you want to go get those, combine them again, you can try again. But yeah, this is the one that you need. This is why we didn't mess around with the other one. We are just ready to get out of here now. That is what we came for. We have officially, technically won the game. We just need to let everybody know it. So let's go through the hidden door here and just backtrack the way that we came. So let's keep my finger on there. So we went south 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Turn right. 1, 2. Okay, so we're there as we surprised a whole bunch of monsters that don't make me look, don't make me happy here. Try it that way. See if you can't kill. All right, Gimli got one all by himself. The shadowy figure is dead. Fate Spinner survived. And we have a no-corn. Because it doesn't have a unicorn. It's a no-corn. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Okay, Halito on that one. You should be close to dead. And a Mahalito on the second one. All right, Durin's not able to finish that, but Gimli finishes the no corn. Fate Spinner resisted. Mahalito went on the wrong one. Bilbo's not able to finish it either. Fate Spinner called for help. Thank you, because I believe you can paralyze me. Please finish that one off. Thank you. All right, so that's a lot of experience. We'll just leave that alone. But still, if you remember right, 1/100th of what I would need in order to get levels at this point. We can just keep going straight at this point until we get to there. All right, so I'm going to take this right, head north through here, through the hidden wall, and we get into a big fight. Berserkers and dwarf fighters. We will scatter things around here. Mahalito on the first group, Malikto on the second group. On everybody, really. Mahalito on the second group. So, spread things around. Dwarf fighter down. Bilbo misses. Malikto doesn't kill everybody, but that's why we have the Mahalitos going. All right. Looks like all but one of the Berserkers is dead. Oh, all but two? There's so many. Like, if you don't have access to Malikto and Tiltoid, like, this final floor is so bad for you. I've made it look easy so far, but that doesn't necessarily mean it is. All right, down you both go. 1,400 experience is like nothing at this point. Yeah, let's not mess around. I'm done. So through the hidden door, there are like 3 paths. One on the left, which is a dead end. One in the middle, which is where we're going to go. One on the right, which is a dead end. Go straight. Through this one-way door that now takes you to the entrance. We got warped to the first floor. We can now hit yes and go back into town. Congratulations! Will you surrender the orb to the sages of Llylgamyn? You have an option to say no. And just like many of your choices throughout this game, like, it has consequences. Like, if you want to keep going, you can say no and you can keep playing, but I'm going to go ahead and say yes. Take the orb. I don't need it. You do something with it. The gods be praised. With the Orb of Urethane, the sages of Llylgamyn will be able to find out what is causing the disasters that threaten us. In appreciation of your valor, I, Queen Bakey, great-granddaughter of Queen Margda, give your party the Star of Llylgamyn and invite you to select 6 others who also deserve this august award. Press. And will we assign one to Elrond? We sure will. You did good work. Fizzlewick, yep, you get one too. Thorin, Dane, Frodo, Faramir, you all get the star. What star? That little asterisk in our honors right there. So, we have beaten the game. That is the game. Little anticlimactic. A lot of the Wizardry games have been so far. I feel like the second one was the weirdest. But this third one, you know, we had some difficult fights. We didn't have really a boss fight, though. We bypassed the boss fight, which was Lick Breath. But Lick Breath is nearly impossible to beat. As a result, we have Durin with the Chevron for beating the first game. The Asterisk for beating this game, and D for Descendant. That's the way that my mind thinks about it. It's D for Descendant. The only other thing that these characters could have would be the K for being that one party member that beat the second game. But remember that I couldn't bring people forward from that. So no one is going to have that. But here we have Galadriel without the Chevron, because Galadriel did not beat the first game. Same with Aaron here, but Haleth did. So that is Wizardry 3. That is the game. And with the game now played, it's time to talk about how it holds up today, which of course we will tackle in its own video. We have a lot to talk about. That's going to do it for this part of Wizardry 3. I've been Baller Scuba. I've been joined as always by our champions, which was everybody. Everybody gets credit for that. Hope you have enjoyed Wizardry 3. Hope you laughed. Hope you learned. Hope to see you next time. Thanks for watching.